What if your past never truly lets you go? What if the ghosts of your mistakes, your ambition, and your darkest fears all came crashing back down at once? That's exactly what Maxine explores, and let me tell you, it does not hold back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kill the Credits. I'm Keelan, and today we'll be talking about Maxine. But before we dive in, be sure to drop a like on the video. And if you want more horror content just like this, do yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you ring the notification bell so you never miss an upload. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into my review. So for those who may not know, though, let's be real. If you're already watching this video, you probably do. Maxine is the third and final installment in Ty West's X trilogy. We were first introduced to this universe back in 2022 with the release of X, followed by its prequel Pearl later that same year. And then just last year in 2024, we finally got to see how the story of Maxine Minx wraps up. I personally loved the first two films in the franchise, so I was extremely excited when Maxine was getting released. But the big question is, did it live up to my expectations? And the answer is,
drum roll please.
yes. Ty West did it again. He went 3 for 3 in the trilogy, and that's not an easy feat. It's impressive how each film has its own vibe while also continuing a cohesive and interesting story all throughout all three films. And the cast in this movie was stacked just like it was in the first film X. Mia Goth once again proves that she was born for the role of Maxine Minx. Her chemistry with Ty West is undeniable, and it shows in how effortlessly she embodies the character of Maxine. And the supporting cast, also really great. We've got Kevin Bacon playing the scummy private detective hired by Maxine's father to find her. Then we get Giancarlo Esposito, who plays Maxine's manager, and Halsey, who plays one of Maxine's friends who meets her demise pretty quickly. In my opinion, they all brought something interesting and refreshing to the table. Visually, this movie is stunning, which really comes to no surprise because the first two films in this franchise were also really visually pleasing to watch. I really love the shift in style in Maxine. X was more of a gritty slasher film, sort of like Grindhouse style, like your Texas Chainsaw Massacres, and then Pearl had more of a golden age of Hollywood type style, almost like Wizard of Oz, very technicolor. And then to me, Maxine leans more into a neo-noir slasher type style. Kind of had vibes of like Mario Bava, Blood and Black Lace, those sort of films. And that's further supported by them using the Night Stalker murders as sort of a backdrop to the film. And at certain points, I'd go as far as to say it leaned into more of an action thriller than anything else, specifically maybe the last 20 minutes of the movie, which really made for a refreshing change of pace. I really appreciated the full circle storytelling, bringing Maxine's father back as the main antagonist of the film. He's a really twisted and maniacal character who weaponizes God and religion to justify his murders. He was giving me serious Aben Cooper vibes from Red State, and if you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend. That movie is crazy. And the final thing I'd like to give praise for was the ending. The ending was wild. At first, I really wasn't sure how I felt about it, how to give a second chance without my own expectations clouding my judgment. I realized that they absolutely made the right call. The final 20 minutes goes completely off the rails in the best way possible. The two detectives following Maxine throughout the story get killed off in this sequence, and for some reason their deaths really stuck with me, especially the female officer, because that crucifix to the eye, visually haunting. And then of course we get the final showdown between Maxine and her father, which I guess isn't really much of a showdown because he's already down for the count and she just kind of finishes him off. But the visual effects in that sequence when she blasts his head off with the shotgun at the end, it was absolutely nuts. And it was what I thought to be the perfect way to wrap up the Maxine Minx story. So normally in my videos at this stage, I would be giving you guys my critiques, but it's one of these rare cases where I don't really have any. I don't think there's anything bad to really talk about when it comes to Maxine. Maxine delivered everything I wanted and then some, and I think was the perfect way to wrap up this franchise. And I know, you don't have to tell me. Ty West already said that he isn't against writing a fourth film, but if he does, cool. I have full faith in him that he'll be able to accomplish a quality fourth film, but if he doesn't, that's okay too, because there's really no need for it. It's what I think is the perfect ending to an already fantastic franchise, and I know for a fact that I'll be revisiting these three films every couple of years, if not at least once every year. And my rating for Maxine is going to be a solid 8 out of 10. And that wraps up my review. Now I want to hear from you. What did you think about the film? Did it meet your expectations or did it fall short? Let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed my review. And remember, to everyone out there grinding to achieve your goals, never accept a life you don't deserve. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. In search of a girl to call my own.